Yeah, and Jersey Shore, like that was their dance, like the.
Was that?
I don't know.
I didn't watch it.
I sound like I watched it.
So did you say you watched Jersey Shore?
I've never seen one episode, but I feel like that was a thing, right? Like the.
I mean, it's already out there, right, crew? Like the entire crew believes.
Yeah, they're like, oh, yeah. Big fan of the Jersey Shore.
I'm gonna make shirts now.
It explains so many things.
There it is. There it is.
I know a few Jersey Shore people. Greg Lappin, call me. He's a Jersey Shore guy.
Jeez. Well,
no, I mean from Jersey.
I was like, jeez.
I don't mean he was a big watcher of the show. I think he grew up in New Jersey for a time.
You're just keep shoveling, man. Just keep shoveling.
You know his.
You know that when you're digging a hole, you go stop.
Just stop digging.
Stop. You have no way out. Like there's no way out. You're at about 9 foot right now.
Look, whatever. Friday. Whew.
It is Friday. It's a good Friday because, man, I'm back. We're back together. We're in the new studio.
Reunited.
We've got classes going on.
Lots going on.
I mean, there is a lot going on, and it's really good. BuildBox is up and running full.
BuildBox on Outdoor Channel. You can find it on our channels. You can find it everywhere. You know.
Well, and I think that was the biggest complaint that most people had was like they were like, we want to watch it, but we don't have the Outdoor Channel, and we don't want to go to buy another thing to have the Outdoor Channel.
I get it.
So where can we watch it? Well, now every week, like we're posting the shows. So
if you're watching this, you probably know that Gun Talk has Facebook and YouTube channels.
Yeah. So
and you can see BuildBox there, the whole episode. Isn't that neat?
The whole thing?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's the full episode.
In parts.
In parts, sort of.
So let's go to our winners.
We got things happening. Rick is here. Christopher is here from Wisconsin.
Dominic.
Wisco.
Boyd's here. And I bet Luke's going to chime in. Luke's going to chime in at some point.
So, I'm watching Facebook. He's watching YouTube. And you guys are part of the show. So, if you have comments, comment.
Hootie Hoo's here, too.
Hootie Hoo.
Good dude.
Yeah.
Go follow his stuff. He's a great guy.
One of the best screen names of the GunTuber universe.
100%.
Yeah.
And just overall, just a solid dude.
He's good dude. So, all right, Gun Talk Live. This show is called Gun Talk Live. Welcome in. This Gun Talk Live is brought to you by Colt. Also, Sig Sauer, the P226X5.
Ooh. That was fun to shoot and watch Max Michelle run it.
Yeah. X-Series optics ready slide with a 5-inch bull barrel, custom Hogue G10 Piranha grips with alloy magwell, stainless steel frame, adjustable Dawson sight, rear sight plate, 3 20-round steel magazines with alloy base pads. This gun is built to run, built to race. So check that out, the SIG 226X5. Springfield Armory, they've got a racy gun as well, the Prodigy. Double stack 1911.
Yeah.
17+1 and a 20-round extended magazine. Agency optic system. It's a 9mm. It's got all those features: ambi thumb safety, U-notch sight picture, accessory rail, bull barrel.
That's what I like.
She's a shooter. Springfield Armory Prodigy. Ruger, new from Ruger. All right, here's the story.
This is the funny thing.
There's a story on this one.
Michael will be happy.
Oh my gosh.
Is it out?
You guys,
it's out.
Sometimes we get new stuff. We get new stuff in. And we're like, woo, new stuff. We film a video with it, and we'll get it ready to launch. Sometimes it never launches.
Never.
I have stories about that. But sometimes we hold on to it for how long?
It's like been 2 years. Oh yeah, you went and took a course at like FTW with it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went and shot
Yeah,
at
it's
FTW.
been 2 years. Maybe year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah.
The Ruger RPR custom shop in 6.5 Creedmoor. Finally!
Even a totally different one than I was thinking of.
Yeah.
There's another one.
But yeah, it's finally out. So it's 12.8 pounds, cold hammer forged 5R rifling barrel. It's 26-inch barrel, 1 7 twist rate. So
You guys know the RPR, but this is the custom shop.
Yeah.
It's got the barrier stop. It's got these red accents. It has, I think it's a Trigger Tech trigger.
Yep.
Flatty, red, really cool looking. And let's be honest, what delivers your intention to the target is the bullet. So you got to have good bullets. Sierra bullets, 6.5 Creedmoor, or I guess it's just a 6.5 bullet.
6.5 millimeter.
120 grain Pro Hunter. The Spitzer bullet.
Spitzer bullet.
This is kind of what we're seeing is bullets being designed to work at longer ranges because people are shooting 6.5 millimeter cartridges that are suited for that. But you know, it's designed to hold together at close ranges, but also expand at further ranges.
Yeah,
that's what it's all about. So
very important.
Very important. Use the right bullet, especially when you're hunting. Sierra bullets. Go check them out. We also have a giveaway going on, KJ.
We do have a giveaway, and there's 5 chances to win.
Build
5.
box giveaway. So we have 5 prize packages. Prize packages including Real Avid Master Gun Vise, Wheeler tool set, Timney triggers, Ergo accessories, Luth AR accessories. We've got a prize pack from Double Star with a pistol grip, a stock, a handguard. Enter now through the end of the month. Multiple entries. Multiple entry opportunities means multiple chances at winning.
There's 11 ways to enter.
I didn't know that.
11.
How about that? Go to guntalk.com/win to enter.
Speaking of Double Star, we're going to give away a 15.5-inch cloak handguard today on
Why not?
the giveaway. And last week's winner, well, 2 weeks ago, because you guys did it.
And we're catching up here.
Mike Briggs. Congratulations, you won. You're off of Facebook, so congratulations, you won. So I recently returned from a trip from Kodiak. Super fun. Hunting blacktail.
Kodiak, Alaska.
Running from bears.
Home of the largest bears
Yes.
anywhere.
In the,
except for polar bears.
I mean, polar bears. I don't know. Some of those ones over in Russia, don't they get pretty big? Those are no joke.
Biggest brown bears out there.
Yeah. So, okay, I do have a bear story and a blacktail story.
Story time with KJ. Settle in, everybody.
Okay, this is crazy.
So there it was.
Yeah. Well, we had to arrive a day early for the hunt, so we were kind of seeing the local sights and sounds, and they were telling us about, there was a bear on the street the other day in the town of Kodiak.
It's Alaska. Sure.
And they wouldn't allow the kids to walk to school. So.
That is true, guys. I lived in Alaska in elementary school, and they'd be like, oh, moose on the playground, everybody come inside.
Yeah. I mean, it's 100% that. So we go over to the Convention Visitors Bureau just to look in there, look in all the buildings, see what they had artwork everywhere. It was really cool. We met a lady who was like, oh, this happened last night. And we're like, what? So, house with 7 kids.
Okay.
And the dad had been telling them, take out the garbage, take out the garbage. They didn't take out the garbage. So what happened was in the middle of the night, Dad wakes up, here's something rustling around in the pantry.
In the house.
Comes in to find a 900+ pound brown bear.
Son!
In the middle of the night. Dark. So what's he do? He goes and grabs the only gun that he has, which is not adequate. It's a small pistol. Starts to go to blasting at this thing. Makes it mad, so he has to call his neighbor as fast as he can. He barricades his family in the house.
Wow.
The bear goes, okay, I'm going to go back to eating. Goes back into the pantry.
He'd been shot.
By
a pistol.
Not
impressed.
Not impressed. So neighbor comes over and starts blasting through another door with like a shotgun with slugs. Yeah, just come in blasting. So that's when I came in blasting.
Let's do this.
And she was like, "Oh yeah, look, I have a picture of the bear on my phone." And so when you go to new places, like tourist type towns, you hear all these like myths, and I walk away going, and she has a picture of her on her phone, and I'm like, "Whoa, that's a big bear.
Yeah,
it's massive."
Yeah.
And okay, I made a mental picture of that picture. Well, the next day, another guy's talking about it in town.
Well,
and I'm like,
when that happens in a little town,
maybe there's something to this. He had pictures. Sure enough, same looking thing. And then it was in the paper. That's how I knew it was true.
It's real.
That's how I knew it was true. Yeah, 900-pound bear in, like, could you imagine waking up in the middle of the night, and if you didn't walk in, what if it just made its way into your bedroom?
Make sure that your lamp is loaded.
Yes, 100%.
Anybody? Great outdoors?
Yeah, great outdoors. The bald-headed, bald-butt bear.
That's right.
Right.
900-pound bear.
They had to bring in a tow truck to get this thing out of the house.
Crap, yeah. He's in your house, and he's just this lump of 900
Just
pounds.
this mass.
That's
a
a problem.
To drag that thing out is an amazing feat, and to see it with the tow truck.
So the pictures are like it hanging up?
Well, one of them was hanging up. One of them was, the pictures I saw, one of them hanging up off the tow truck, one of it in the pantry, and then another one from far away to see the size of the pantry door. And
I bet he's like, see, babe, I told you I needed that new 4570 from Marlin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've been telling you I need to buy this gun. She's like, you don't need another gun? Now she's like, buy whatever gun you want. I don't care.
buy every gun. So that was...
So guys,
that's more important.
Look it up, Kodiak, Alaska, 900-pound bear. Show it to your wives.
And say, this is why we need it.
See? I don't have a gun. Look, he had a gun, but it was not sufficient.
Right. Use enough gun. Isn't that what Jack O'Connor says?
Robert Rourke.
Robert Rourke.
Bring enough gun.
Yeah, bring enough gun. That's what you got to do. So the next story I have is kind of a funny one, and it ended up jinxing me. The whole trip, it jinxed me. It may have jinxed my entire season. It for sure jinxed my new Big Ray's ball cap. So I'm sitting there in the morning. So we're doing a transporter hunt. So you sleep on the boat, and every night the tide would go down, so you couldn't use the toilet.
All the way down.
Like all the way down. Like I'm on dry land.
Yeah, you guys are on a sandbar.
Right. So when the waters would come up, you could actually use a toilet. Well, in the mornings, every morning, tide was low. So you go walk down the beach. Here I'm walking down the beach, I'm doing my stroll. And I'm wearing all my camo.
Find a little bush.
Yeah. No, something. Driftwood or something. So I wear all my camo, and I see this black-tailed doe coming around the corner. So I stop, and I'm like, man, I gotta go. Dang it. So she comes, and then there's a little fawn going right by her. And the doe walked from me to you, just walked by, didn't pay me any attention, didn't look at me, didn't stop.
Wow.
The little fawn walked closer than that, like from here to here.
So what'd you do?
Well, the first thought that rolled through my mind was to pick it up, run back to the boat, and throw it onto the boat. That was my first thought.
You thought, no, I can't do
No, and I was like, I can't do that. Well, one, I had to go to the bathroom. Two, so I just leaned over and I petted it, and it was like one of the most surreal experiences I've had in the woods.
This is a true wild fawn.
Yes, a true wild fawn that I was able to pet. Didn't care, didn't do anything. Just kind of was like, oh, okay, I got petted.
This is to start the hunt?
After I had taken one blacktail, so I had two tags. I took one blacktail. The rest of the trip.
And how many blacktail did you kill after that?
0. So I think I jinxed my entire trip by petting that fawn. It rubbed off some bad juju.
And that's when the hunt was over.
But I didn't kidnap it. I I could have aha, got one. Come back running into camp. Guys, I got one.
Get the bacon!
Yeah. That would have been the funniest. I got it. Get the eggs ready. It's about as fresh as you can get.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. And then the transporter was like, man, dude, you should have done that. You should have brought it back. I would have had it for a pet. It would have been like a camp pet. I'm like, well, I can't do that.
The mom's there.
It was already limping a little bit, and I kind of felt sorry for it. That's why I was trying to give it a little encouragement.
Put it out of its misery.
It had a slight limp. It's not like its leg was off.
Mercy kill. Just
yeah.
He's like, I'm actually doing better.
I mean,
no, it looks like it's over.
I thought the thing by the guy had to kill it, but he didn't kill it. I don't understand what's going on.
Yeah. Why?
Oh my gosh.
This is not obviously not a hunter or a gatherer. He had both opportunities.
Standing right there, gather it.
Yeah.
I'm bringing it right to you.
That's wild, though.
Yeah, I got to pet a wild thought.
And people were like, do you have any proof?
But no, because I had my phone back on the boat. And I can't, that's the worst thing about it, is that I get back to the boat and I'm like, guys, you won't
Ultimate
believe
selfie
this.
if you're holding it.
It would probably have bit me. It latched onto my ear or something.
Come back with one earlobe.
Yeah. So anyway, that was two of the cool stories that
Oh
I
my
had. One, it
gosh.
didn't even happen to me, but it was just cool to like see that happen like in a small town.
More stories to come from Alaska.
Oh, yeah.
We filmed the whole thing. I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Somebody
You would have
did.
loved it. And I'm telling you right now, like there are a few myths that are completely incorrect that are out there about Kodiak. Bears are not like around every bush ready to come after you. If you're a bear,
We saw some bears.
We saw a lot of bears. They were all heading the opposite direction. Like
They got
we
your
walked
wind and
past
they're
one.
out.
Oh yeah, we walked past one, and then the other guys were walking the other way where the bear was. The bear, when we turned around, was out. He was gone
Looking
like
at
a flash, and that was pretty much every bear that we saw did the same thing. They were out, and then we went by a spot where we had a carcass a day before, and we walked by it and it was all covered up, like a 20-foot square area was all covered up over this carcass, and I guarantee you that bear was watching us, and
Really?
he did not move, he didn't budge, but we knew he was in the alder somewhere. He didn't budge. So
Really?
that and that blacktail are small. Blacktail are not. That doe and that fawn, they were small.
The antlers are generally a trophy blacktail is smaller than a trophy,
Yeah, it's like 100
whitetail
inches
or-
is Boone and Crockett or something like
Yeah.
that. 130 inches or something
but
like
the
that.
body not small.
I was removing 3 inches of fat to get to the back straps. 3 inches of fat. That big. Like,
That's crazy.
it's wild.
Yeah, you need some insulation.
Yeah.
It's Alaska.
Well, and the rut hasn't started yet, so when we were hunting them, they were at their peak physical condition.
They hadn't
So-
been running around.
Talking about physical condition.
Yeah. Oh.
What was your experience prepping?
Oh, prepping and then there, I prepped really good for this. Like I was in, like my cardio was great.
Mm-hmm.
Like I felt like my pack weight was like good. I was rucking, 3 or 4 miles. Not enough.
Really?
Not enough. No.
It was a butt kicker.
My pack, 2 of my pack outs, because I helped another guy pack his deer out, like 80, 85 pound packs, like in that terrain, brutal.
Yeah.
Brutal. Because you're side hilling and then you're still walking out like 2. It took one hike out with my deer took 3 hours. 3 hours.
Yeah.
So, but it was brutal. So we're going to move on from Kodiak because there's a lot of stories to come out. You guys
More to
paid
come on
attention to our newsletters and stuff like that. Our Gun Talk Hunt podcast we'll have up there. But what I wanted to talk about is something that Luke Capria sent me today that was super interesting. It was I forget who it was, the armed lawyers or something like that. They had a discussion which got us talking, and we were like, we need to shut this talk down because it's very interesting, and our audience would like to be involved in this. Is your training, your firearms training, going to get you into legal trouble? So,
It doesn't, at first, I'm going to move that
Yeah,
out of the way.
yeah,
It's
move that way.
distracting me. At first glance, it's like, well, it's just firearms training. What's wrong with that?
well, the problem is that what are you training to do besides prepare? Because as if a defense lawyer gets a hold of this, you wanted to get into a gunfight.
Yeah, you're
You
training.
wanted an altercation.
Right. Yeah. So
Who?
if I was saying
Who?
when we started talking about this, if I was a good prosecutor or DA or whatever, I would go, so why are you taking all these classes? Are you a vigilante? Are you looking for trouble? Why are you training to shoot these humanoid targets? And if I
Whoa.
was a good lawyer defending the guy, I'd be like, he's getting trained up to be safe and be proficient
Right.
to protect himself and his family.
Yeah, and then that's the way you would look at it. And for us, firearms training it's training us mentally, it's training us, physically, and making sure our skills are tuned up. But then then that started a thought process between you and I is, well, what about where you take your training and who?
Who are you taking your training with? Because there are a lot of trainers, firearms instructors out there these days, and variety of good. I mean, I think, and I usually argue that even if they're not the best trainer, as long as they're safe, you can usually learn something in most firearms training classes. That being said, what are they teaching you? Are they teaching you safe, responsible stuff? And what kind of content is that trainer putting out there?
Yeah.
If you go train with somebody and their personal Facebook page
is shoot them in the face or whatever it is, or this guy deserved it, or they're commenting on news stories and critiquing everything and saying you should always be the first to shoot or whatever it is.
Yeah, some
questionable content.
Advice.
Probably not the guy you want to go train with, because, I mean, how do you defend that? Because and if that prosecutor sits there and he goes, well, 6 students that guy's trained up have been in self-defense altercations with a gun being drawn or something like that. What's being taught in those classes? Then all of a sudden, man, now you're talking about so it becomes very important to vet your trainer and the training courses and what they're putting out.
We get that question all the time on Gun Talk Radio. People go, I want to take training. You guys are always talking about it's important to get training, but who do I go to? I don't know who's good or whatever. I mean, there are the big ones that are good and reputable and all that stuff that are, and I say the big ones, like SIG Academy, Gunsight, Clint Smith. I don't know if he's maybe not as active these days. There's other ones that you find, but you have sort of some variety of good with Instagram trainer people who are showing drawing quick and shooting quick. By the way, they take 30 takes to do that. I'm just saying.
How do we know?
I mean,
well, here's it.
But we have training classes, but we don't offer,
Boyd says it best. He says the cheapest is all that matters. Quality doesn't.
Always go with the cheapest. No. Second cheapest. You don't want to be cheap. Second cheapest. It's like when you go to a restaurant, I'd like your second cheapest bottle of wine.
Yeah.
I'm not buying the cheapest.
I don't want house.
Yeah.
What's above house?
I don't want that rot gut stuff. Just give me like $1 above that.
But it makes
Mix it with Coke.
It makes you think, and it makes you understand the process of understanding who you're getting training with and what they're teaching.
Yep. Well, I mean, it's not all. It's also not what this person has done professionally. That's good. If they're a SEAL team guy or whatever, could be good. But you don't know what they're teaching. And also, they may be super skilled individually. Yeah. Like they may be able to draw and shoot 6 targets in 3 seconds or something like that. But are they a good teacher?
Yeah.
And are they going to cater it to what you're looking for? Because some people will go to a class and they like
being yelled at.
Yes. Like I'm going through the academy right now. Like, God damn it. Blah, 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 blah. And then some people are like, dude, I'm just trying to learn how to be better.
Just make me better.
I'm not going to war. Like
Tiger McGee is a good one.
Tiger McGee. He's great.
He's a good one.
Now, if you can understand him, he's from North Alabama, and this is a finger. Keep your finger off the gun. Tiger, I love you, We've made this joke before. We were going to subtitle you. But he does know his stuff. He's seriously good. We sold his book for a long time, The Book of Two Guns, one of the coolest books out there about running guns.
Boyd makes a great suggestion. He says the other good thing is take training from multiple sources.
Absolutely.
Instead of just one mental mindset, you're getting it all over the place. That's a really good one.
If you've never been to a multi-day training course, the first one you go to, assuming it's not horrible, the first one you go to, you'll be like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
These people are amazing. I learned so much. And you probably did, but you also have nothing to compare it to.
Right.
So now you start going to multiple people and you're like, Okay, well
maybe that one was
this way of doing it is fine, but also this way is fine and this way is fine or whatever,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah,
be versatile.
yeah, and that's
All guns are not the same.
that's true.
We discovered this. You like if you have the one way to run a gun,
Mm-hmm.
and then they hand you a CZ or a DASA or a
Yeah.
1911 or a striker fire gun or a gun where the safety goes the opposite way it should or the magazine release is on the bottom of the grip.
Oh,
like
yeah.
you need to be able to run these guns.
Yeah, and that's just again, just man, be careful how you vet your trainers and do not. Okay, this might be the most important thing right now. Do not let the title of them bringing your training into a legal battle scare you from training. Get training.
Yes.
Get training.
Yeah,
like,
you definitely
it
need
matters.
training.
It
Because
matters.
the first, if you do get into a self-defense scenario or a gunfight, you have to survive it first.
Yeah.
First problem first, okay? You have to not, and Greg, we were talking about Greg earlier. Greg would say, I don't want you to survive a gunfight. I want you to win a
Yes.
gunfight. You can survive and be in a wheelchair,
Yeah.
but I want you to win. So yeah, you need to be trained up and don't rely on your concealed carry
Yeah.
permit course.
Yeah.
Okay. Some good comments coming
Those
in.
are really good comments.
Let's see. Jim says all various tools to use for the appropriate situation. Christopher, I like this. All the training, even if it is the same training, same type of class, I always learn something new. I've had that
That's
too.
a good one, yeah.
People are like, oh, well, I've already taken a handgun class.
I've already got 101s.
I'm like, dude, you can always, I mean, I've taken 101
Yeah.
handgun classes several times,
Yeah.
and you can always get tuned up.
Yep.
And if
that's
it's a good
usually-
instructor, they'll tailor it. They'll see, okay, you know,
He's
KJ's
this
running the gun
place.
pretty well. He doesn't need me to tell him how to hold the gun,
Yeah.
but I'm going to make him shoot a little faster. I'm going to
Yeah.
expect more from him on certain things.
Yeah, that's a good way. And that's where vetting your instructors and understanding their teaching styles is great because, man, good trainers are the best teachers.
Yeah, yeah. You got to be a good teacher as well as a good shooter. And Chris, if Chris was standing here, he'd say one thing is the teacher has to demo the skills.
Yes.
If the teacher, trainer, will not shoot the gun in front of you and will not demo the drill that you are doing, be suspicious.
Be wary, yeah. And he does. Every one of his classes, he does the drills and he does everything, which we can go into. Hey, signups are happening right now for our Range Ready classes. I've got a link in the description, rangereadystudios.com. You go over to courses and I'll outline some of the courses. We've got one coming up in November. We've got two
Handgun.
in December.
Carbine.
We've got carbine next week.
We got a carbine next week with the Anal Defense.
Spots are almost out, right? I mean,
I believe
are
it's
these-
sold out.
Okay,
Sorry.
sorry.
We have pistol. We also have the one December 1st, 2nd with Blue Force Gear is going to be really cool. Blue Force Gear is sponsoring this. Blue Force Gear makes slings. They make med kits. They make other stuff. It's going to be a 2-day class. Brad Gilpin from Blue Force Gear, a former Special Forces medic guy, is going to teach medical. And then we're also going to have carbine with an emphasis on sling usage. Right way to set it up, right way to shoot it,
Yeah.
right way to carry it. Just all the ways to use a sling and be proficient
Now
at
that's
that.
cool.
It's going to be really cool. And that's December 1st,
First
and
and
2nd.
second, and I'm gonna need off those days.
Unrelated. I need off those days. I'll be here, but I'm not.
But
I'm
I'll
off.
be here, but I'm gonna be off those days.
Oh, Jim, I'm so glad you said this. Jim said just tough getting ammo. Ammo's included in our classes.
Yeah.
Boom. Done.
Wait, what? Yeah, I don't have to shoot my own.
You don't have to shoot your own ammo. Keep your stash.
Yeah, that's
We'll provide ammo. I mean, it's included in the price, but
right.
you don't have to bring ammo. You don't have to find ammo.
Don't have to
The
ship
ammo is
it.
here.
Like we've already got it. I love that. I've really enjoyed that. And then wait, can we announce the SA class?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I think it's sold out. So
Oh, it's already sold out.
sorry.
I didn't get the memo. Okay, Springfield Armory's coming, and you could train with Rob Latham.
Rob Latham and Chris Serino teaching a pistol class together, December 8th and 9th. If you were signed up for the Range Ready email list, you would have known about it sooner.
I am.
Go to rangereadystudios.com and you will be one of the first to know. I'll be honest. Tom Gresham's coming to that class, and
He's
he's to blame for this. He
He's
told his
taking it.
friends, and they signed up.
Well,
So-
everyone from Idaho around him they're coming to take this course.
It's like
but
half Idaho in
but
class.
what's cool about it is Tom's going to be taking the class. Yeah, Tom's going to be taking the class.
Yeah, he's just going to be
That's cool.
participating.
He just wants to take a class. So
We're going to have to mic him up.
oh gosh, yeah. Him? No, we're going to mic up him, Rob Latham,
Oh my
and
gosh.
Chris Sereno.
It's going to be good.
All right, we're not going to get anything accomplished in that class.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Jim, you gotta come down, man. I mean, we're trying to make it easy for everybody. This is location is Robert, Louisiana. So you can fly into Baton Rouge. It's about an hour away. Fly into New Orleans, about an hour away. So easy, or drive it, right? So, but it's just outside of New Orleans.
There's plenty of places to stay, good things to eat, and all lunches are taken care of. We have lunch catered in every day of the class, so you get to really mingle with the students and people from
we're all
across the
hanging
country.
out.
Yeah,
Sort of. You know.
yeah, for the most part.
So and there'll be more classes going up on the schedule for 2023. Obviously, we have more in store. We already know about a few of them. Would you be interested in a reloading class? Everybody's doing reloading, getting more into it, getting back into it. A reloading class is on the slate. I know we're going to have more handguns, ARs, and we're also going to be doing some first-person defender experience classes where you get to run through sims, force-on-force scenarios, several different scenarios. Be a good guy, be a bad guy, be a role player, and then kind of we can workshop it and go what worked, what didn't. Let's train this up. So go over to rangereadystudios.com. You'll see the classes we have on the board so far, and then sign up for our email list.
Yep. So yeah, that's what we have. I'm headed, man, I've got to drive all night. So if you guys got my number, man, call me tonight because I'll be up all night driving. I'm driving to Oklahoma to take the boys on a hunting trip for 3 hunts, and then I'm turning around and coming home. So
24 hours of driving.
24 hours of driving.
This weekend.
Yeah. So anyway, y'all got my number. Give
All
me a
right, guys.
call.
Yeah. Keep him up tonight. Thanks for watching. That's it for us on Gun Talk Live. We will see you next week.
Thanks for watching Gun Talk Live. For more great gun content, subscribe to our YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages. You can always watch the Gun Talk channels on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon. And of course, you can always find us at guntalk.com. Thanks for watching.